This is your reading. First of all, I want to say thank you for the beautiful reading you gave me. That was fantastic. It really helps me out a lot. Great information, and it was exactly what I needed to hear at the right time. Okay, so the first reading I'm going to do for you is the relationship reading with you and your partner. So starting off with you. On top, you're coming across really well, as if, yeah, I've got everything I want. You feel great. This is a lovely place to be. You feel safe and secure. It's lovely. But what I really feel that you're feeling, it's a little bit too much for you to handle. It's quite, you don't seem to know where you fit in. There's lots of, you just think you don't, feel like you're juggling yourself from side to side just to try and find a place where you feel comfortable in the balance of this relationship you have. But what's also interesting is that deep down, I feel you're coming across as a bit hit and miss. I don't think things are clear. Something doesn't seem quite clear what's deep down. As in the images, the impression you're coming across is, I feel for your partner, I don't feel your partner knows on how to react. I think it's a typical bloke-woman relationship where us men don't understand the women, and you hear that so many times. And I'm feeling this from your partner as if like, oh, give me a clue on what to do. And I feel the reason why you're giving off this impression is because you are not feeling comfortable where you're fitting in. So you're changing the energies that you're giving out, and your other half's thinking, hold on a minute, I don't know where to fit in amongst this. And that's what I'm picking up on your side of the reading. So going across to your fellas reading, and he's coming across like a cool dude. I like this guy. He's like, yeah, okay, I'm alright. He feels like he's coming across like he's in a very good place, very well composed, nicely balanced, and I'm getting a nice side of love from him and strength as well. Really nice balance, not too sloppy, not too cold and harsh. He seems to be giving across this lovely balance, not scatterbrained or anything like that. Nice, clear, focused guy. I like him. That's what he's coming across as. That's the top thing that he's projecting. But in his heart, he's also feeling a bit hit and miss, which is really interesting. The whole balance between you two is like unsure of how to be for the other person to react, and that's the main issue I'm picking up with this relationship reading, is because both sides are changing to try and adapt to the other person, but because of the balance, there's constant changing. It's hard to find a firm, steady ground. So I feel your partner is unsure how to come across, and again, I felt this because of how you're because you've got so much going on. I feel you're subconsciously giving off this message that you're giving off change of energies. So your fella is unsure on how to come across to you, and which is why he's coming across as hit and miss. I can see why you came up with the concerns in the relationship, because I can feel he's being quite defensive. Where I feel you was hit and miss with your energies changing because of you not knowing where you're in the relationship. I feel your fella's coming across as a little bit defensive, which isn't good for you because of the way you're hit and miss. So every time you're trying to feel relaxed, there's a bit of a defense mechanism coming up in your fella, changing your energies again, giving you more stuff to jungle around and try and find a place to fit in. He's thinking, okay, now what else do I do to try and adjust to this? So it's a lot of, I wouldn't say unbalanced energies. I'm getting mixed energies. So I'm trying to give you, imagine someone spraying with paint and they're trying to do a nice work of art. But for some, and the person doing the spraying against the canvas or whatever, they're pressing the trigger, only a certain amount for that controlled spray, and they're keeping that spray can a certain distance away from the canvas. So they know they know how far that spray that's coming out, they know how wide it's going to be, they know how much paint is going to be projected, how thick. Now, and providing that's constant, the artist can spray a lovely painting, a lovely work of art. But if someone was to keep messing around with the settings of his spray gun, changing the amount of paint that comes out, the speed and the spread of the paint, he'll have to keep on doing this, and he won't be able to produce what he wants to because of the constant changes in the spray gun. Now I'm feeling that's why your relationship seems to be a bit higgledy-piggledy, because the energies are constantly changing and you can't get this masterpiece that you both desire. So getting on to how I feel the energies between you both, and you're both coming across as strong people. And that seems to be the common ground, as if neither of you will take shit. And that seems to be a great unison, as if I think it's principles that's keeping you guys together. You both agree on principles, and that's the balance of your relationship, because which is nice considering all the chaotic thing I've got going around you both. Deep down, the principles are what's keeping you together. Which is this happy medium. As it, like, you won't take shit. You know what's right. You'll stand up for yourself. And I think that's the unison between you guys, is standing up for yourself and not taking any shit, which is really, really good. So I'm going to pull one more card, and I see things getting warmer for you guys. I see things improving. I see things more settled for you both. So at the moment, things are not. They're unbalanced. But looking at this next card I'm pulling out, and I know you read cards, so I'll show you this. This is the Nine of Pentacles. There we go. Look at that lovely picture. So that's how I see things panning out for you guys. So eventually I do see things settling down for you. And so as things settle, you both will be more settled. Your environment will be settled. And then things can start to bloom properly, because you can't plant a tree in sand that's not going to hold the roots properly. And I feel eventually your foundations are going to work themselves out, give you some secure roots to build your relationship on. So future aspects of this reading, I see things improving. I see a solid foundation, and I see fruitfulness. I see things blooming and a lot more happiness. And the other thing I'm picking up is a relaxed feeling from you both. Okay, I'm not getting. Oh yeah, I can see the defense side, but I'm feeling more relaxed coming up. The energies between you two, where there's less, there's more like, you both will be more willing to go with the flow rather than that sort of thing. So I hope this has helped you with this relationship reading. Just a quick recap. A lot of higgledy-piggledy because you're unsure. You're both adjusting energies to match the other person, but eventually things are going to settle down, and I see you both being so much more fruitful. And you don't take no shit. I like this. Really, really good. That's your relationship reading. I'm going to pause this video now, and I'm going to do a general reading for you. I know you asked for a work reading and then that changed, so I'm going to do just a general reading just to finish this one off. So I'm going to press stop now and I'm going to clip the two videos together. Hi, right, this is a general reading for you, just to add on, because I really appreciated the reading you gave me. It was fantastic. So starting off with past issues with you, and I feel because of the hard times you felt you've had to be extra nice to people because of, I feel, the hard times. So I don't want to use the terms if you've been grovelling to people, but you've had to be extra nice, or you felt like you had to be extra nice just to get by because of the crap you've been through. So moving on to where you are now, and I feel things have got, you're at a place in your life now where things are coming together and you're saying, okay, right, now what can I do? This is what I'm now at this age, I need to do something, and I feel this frustration, I must do something. But there's all these restrictions stopping you. So you're trying to move on, but it's like an egg ready to hatch, and the chicken's coming out, and it's born into a tiny cage, and I feel like part of you is now born ready to go, but there's this box around you and you just can't break out from this box. So there's all these restrictions around you at the moment that are stopping you from moving out, not moving out, but restricting you. So you're now ready to go, but for some reason it's just limitations all the way around you. And I feel you're very stressed at the moment. I'm aware of your that you do spiritual work because of the readings and stuff. But I feel so much stress from you, as if like, please. But I'm also picking up a temptation to use your spiritual work to get what you want. And I haven't said your name on here, so no one's going to know who I'm actually doing this reading for. But I got a feeling that you're tempted to dabble with a little bit of your energies and hocus pocus things to get things how you want. And I'm getting that from you at the moment. So, I'm doing a reading. Can you give us 5 minutes? Yeah. Alright. Sorry. So, getting to the point where I'm going to give you some advice on how, on what you should be doing. Well, the advice coming up in the reading, this is not from me, this is coming up from the cards. And they're telling me you need to just relax. I get this tense frustration from you, even like the want to try something a little bit more just to get what you want. So all this frustration is building up, and it does feel very frustrated, especially when linking back to the previous reading I did for you, the relationship reading. A lot of frustration, and they're telling me if you just relax, let it all go, be chill, but you need your own space. Something's telling me that you need your own space, which is why you're feeling this frustration. So get yourself your own space. I don't know how. They're not giving me that, but they're telling me you need your own space and you need to relax. That's the advice coming up for you. So, staying with the advice, do you remember I said about the temptation to do something a little bit more spiritual to get what you want? They're telling me no. Don't. That's not going to be the answer for you. So, how do we see things panning out? I see it, the change I see coming up, where I see you sitting at the moment, where you're now, okay, ready, let's go, what can I do? I feel that getting stronger. But I'm also picking up the frustration. No, I don't feel the frustration getting stronger, but I feel this urge to develop even further. I actually feel that developing further, even more for you. But I get you stepping out because I feel developing and something has to give. And I feel you're going to, you as a person, it might be spirituality, I'm not quite sure, but I see you evolve. This itch that you've got at the moment, I see it getting bigger and bigger, and something has to give. And I feel coming up for you is, like it's what it feels like. Something's, and I feel you having a little bit of a clash coming up because of you just growing and growing, and I feel something has to give. But I feel this some kind of clash coming up. And this feels quite a frustration now. So where I feel you evolving, do you know when people you see in the films where people get angry and they just swipe everything off the table? And I feel that's a kind of frustration coming up with you. And I feel you getting frustrated with more than one person around you. So that's what I'm seeing coming up. Now I'd say 0 to 3 months as in timing, what I see coming up for you. So just a quick recap, where I felt you're now at this point of want to do more, but there's restrictions. I feel the need for you to try and do a little bit of to dabble in some more spiritual work to get what you want. They're telling me don't do that. Relax, get your own space and chill a bit, because without this chill factor and you relaxing, I feel this frustration building up, and eventually something's going to have to give pop, and I feel you're going to burst. Swipe things off the table with frustration. So as you know, the future isn't set in stone. You have the ability to change things, and that ability to change is going to be you taking time out, getting your own space and relaxing. That's going to be your key to not having this. So you've got, as you know, you've got the ability to start tweaking things to avoid things, or the frustration could be you could reduce this frustration. It's all in your power. It's all in your hands, really, to tweak things how you want to go. This, as you know, it's just an insight on how things are panning out at the moment for you. But you've now got that ability to reduce this pop coming out, because all you need to do is get some chill time for yourself, relax, have your own time out, and have your own space, because that's gonna be your key to a lot of a happier outcome of this. I hope this reading helps you, and thanks again for the reading you gave me. And can you give me some feedback? Please let me know whether I managed to connect with you. Thank you, and many blessings to you.